Today we're going to just try some drones. It's originally it was just going to be nice afternoon before the storms hit, because we're getting the storms now, as in parts of Europe have had them, to get the drones out and fly them, which are just on the floor here. But I had an idea about first person view, FPV, and most of my drones, in fact, nearly all of my drones are DJI. And with the app I'm going to be using, it allows a VR headset view. So I thought, well, why do I need to buy a FPV headset when I can just use a cheap VR headset? So that's the idea. Now, I've got a few drones out at the moment, and you can see this is one here. We'll go down inside. We've basically got this one, which is my Inspire 1, which is in this massive huge case. My Phantom, which is in here, followed by my Mavic Mini and a set of cheap and ordinary VR goggles. This is just it. These are really meant for a switch, okay, so you can kind of see through them there, okay. And so that's the idea, is to use something like this. And then the final drone we're going to try is a Holystone drone, which is Marcus's. He's had this one for a while. He absolutely loves it, but it does have, surprisingly enough, a VR setting on the software. So we're hoping that something relatively cheap like this headset here on all of these little different kind of drones will give a VR FPV kind of image. So that's the idea. You'll have to forgive this phone filming on the phone, because I forgot the TF card for my GoPro style camera with its wireless mic, so I can't use that at the minute, so you'll have to forgive me with the phone. So what we're going to do first is start off with this one, which is the DJI Mavic, and I'm using this because I use quite a large phone and it doesn't fit in the cradle properly. So if we undo the box, you can just see it's a DJI Mavic Fly More kit, which I've had for quite a while now, and I've used it for absolutely everything. And we're just going to connect this up, and then what we'll do is I'll do a little bit of filming of the actual, or recording of the actual flight. You'll see it on the screen, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so I've swapped to a different phone now, because I realised that basically I can't phone and use my phone at the same time. So I'm using Marcus's Pixel at the moment, which is quite good actually. So you can see here I've got my Samsung there connected, and you can see the video, which is on the drone. I have a little controller here, and it's connected via this wire back through. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it into this headset here. So literally all it's going to do is I'm going to press the VR mode on here, and then that'll change the way it sees it. So there you go. So that's your VR mode, and I'm going to pop it into here, and then what we're going to do is see how it fits together. Okay, so the phone's in the VR headset now, so I'm recording, so I'm going to see if I can actually fly it VR using this little headset. Okay, so you can see the drone and the front. If I look up, you can see the camera look up, and if I look down, you can see the camera look down. Okay, so I'm just going to pop it back on the ground. Okay, so Marcus is now trying to fly it and see what it looks like. It's still on record, and see if I can catch the drone up there. Just zooming in on it now, and he's just going to fly it over towards the river. And now it's just a little dot in the sky. Yeah, and take it over towards the river.
Oh, okay.
Now just hover over the river and just turn it around. It's a bit disorientating at first because, yeah. And now can you bring it back to us? And then start bringing it down. And see if you can land it. See, if you look at the bottom, pause it there, you can see how high it is, the altitude. And the left, bottom left. Right, now drop it down to a metre. See how accurate it can be. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Exactly on a metre.
Right, now fly it towards me. And watch you as well. That'll do. Now go to your right. Go around, go forward. And then come around back towards me. And then keep going. And it's really controllable. Go on a little bit further. Right, now just push it, stick all the way down and it'll land. Keep it going. So I'm going to try this Hollystone drone, which is marketed with this headset, set up using the Hollystone app. It's actually got a VR feature on it, which is great. I was going to use my Phantom, but the problem with the Phantom is it uses DJI drone, which doesn't have an app for VR. But to be honest, you can just look at the screen on that one anyway, because I use quite a big phone for it, and I also use a tablet as well, which is probably easier. But yeah, so we're going to try this one out, and then we're going to try the Inspire out. It's actually really good because it's not gimbaled, and I can see us down here as well. That works really well actually. It's even for a non-gimbal drone you can still fly it with these on, which is really good. You just got to remember that it's pitching with the way it turns, which is something that a gimbal drone doesn't do, but it's really easy to fly. We've got DJI Inspire, and we're going to try it with the headset, because at the moment it's something I haven't really tried with this. So I'm just going to fly it with the headset and see how it goes. I'm just going to be very careful because this USB cable is a bit rubbish. So yeah, let's give it a try. I'm going to stand back a bit from this one. Directly through the VR headset. I'm just going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it down and then land it, and I'm going to set up Okay, so we've got quite a few different drones here, and they work via the standard VR settings in either the Hollystone app or the DJI Litchi app, or rather the Litchi app, and it works really well. It's a really cheap way of getting into FPV drones. Okay, it's not perfect, but I couldn't really fault the way they work, and also it's you know, for like a, I don't know, £15 Ausley headset or any other kind of headset, including Google's cardboard headset or whatever the ones you want to choose, you can actually see what's going on with your drone just by having a first person view through the camera on the drone, which is really, really good. So yeah, you don't need to go out and spend a lot of money on getting into first person views on your drone. So yeah, it's been a worthwhile little experiment, and it works really well. And it doesn't matter if it's the big drone at the bottom or the smaller Hollystone style 250 gram drones or under. It all works really, really well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. It's just a brief view into what you can and can't do with modern drones.